on and beg to be a part of a group. If people don't want me, you don't want me.
Why did Sweet Tea and Dr. G suddenly vanish from Married to Medicine, as if they were never part of the show? One minute they were getting screen time, and the next minute the couple disappeared without a trace. And if you've been watching reality TV for years, you already know what this usually means. Nobody leaves quietly unless something messy is happening behind the scenes. Their exit felt sudden, unexplained, and honestly suspicious. So the real question is, what went wrong? Did Bravo push them out? Did they walk away because the pressure became too much? Or was something going on in their marriage that made staying on the show impossible? Let's break everything down. From the very beginning, everyone could see that Dr. G's return to the show was going to bring drama. His previous marriage to Quad Webb ended in a loud, public, and painful divorce.
There's something going on in their real marriage that made sticking around impossible. Let's discuss.
I don't think there should be anyone who doesn't fight for their marriage. I mean, if you don't respect the institution of marriage. So I fought for my marriage, but that doesn't mean that was healthy at all. It got to a point where it's very unhealthy. And so I moved on. And so
It wasn't right.
Their breakup played out on national TV, and fans remembered every moment. So when he reappeared on screen with a brand new wife, people were not just going to pretend the past didn't exist. Viewers compared Sweet Tea to Quad nonstop. And honestly, that was unfair but completely predictable. Quad is a strong force on reality TV. She has a big personality, years of history with the cast, and a fan base that follows her closely. She knows how to create moments, shade people, and keep the storyline going. Sweet Tea, on the other hand, was new. She didn't have deep friendships with the cast or a long history with the group. She walked into a situation where people already had strong opinions about her husband, his past, and now her. And to make things harder, Quad didn't exactly welcome her with open arms.
Pissed off, and I was like, you know what? Like, why would you want to be there, you know? And then looking at it, like, you've been shading me since the first episode. Like, I didn't know, like, you know, it's just a lot of things were going on behind my back that I did not know about, and I was just kind of hurt and shocked by it. And I just wanted to let her know, like, I'm not pushover, and you ain't gonna get away with it.
She didn't have to scream or rant to show she wasn't impressed. Her quiet shade, her facial expressions, and her overall energy made it very clear she didn't approve. And when Quad doesn't move on from something, neither do the viewers. Even some of the cast wasn't convinced that Dr. G's new marriage was solid. People whispered about the relationship from day one. Some thought it wasn't strong enough to last. Others believed it was just another storyline built for TV. Either way, the doubt never went away. That's where Sweet Tea struggled the most. The constant comparisons made it impossible for her to create her own identity on the show. Every move she made was judged against Quad's past. Every scene she filmed seemed to circle back to Quad. And when you join a reality show with an already complicated history, you need a clean slate to build your own story. She never got that.
The group is kind of like blaming me and blaming you. That's just not right to ice me out based off of what my husband's decisions are.
the issue is respect.
Now, let's talk about the social dynamic. Being the new girl is hard in any group, but joining a cast filled with powerful, outspoken women who already share years of drama, alliances, and grudges, that's a different level of pressure. Sweet Tea walked into a circle that had its own rhythm and its own rules. She tried to blend in, but it often looked like she didn't know where she fit. Some moments made it clear she didn't fully connect with the group's energy, and that kind of disconnect shows up on camera. Another issue was the age gap and difference in life experiences. Sweet Tea is younger, and sometimes that made her interests and priorities feel separate from the rest of the cast. The other women have long marriages, established careers, and strong personalities.
Really want to run away from a situation, but it's just maybe better to back up a little bit. But I don't feel good about leaving. I don't feel good about staying. So that's what you want to know.
Sweet Tea was still figuring out how to navigate her new marriage and her new role on the show. Without a real alliance or a close friendship within the cast, she was floating in the background, and that never helps on reality TV. To make it worse, she didn't have many standout moments. On Bravo shows, especially Married to Medicine, you need something big. A major fight, a shocking confession, a dramatic blow-up, something that makes viewers remember your name. Sweet Tea didn't have that headline moment. She wasn't boring, but she didn't create those rewind the clip scenes that get people tweeting and talking. And then we get to the heart of every Bravo storyline: relationship drama. The show loves messy marriages. It loves explosive arguments, cheating accusations, breakdowns, and big emotional scenes. Many cast members stay on the show because their marriages stay messy. The more dramatic the relationship, the more episodes you'll appear in. Simple as that. But Sweet Tea and Dr. G didn't deliver that type of chaos. Yes, they had some tense scenes. Yes, Sweet Tea looked frustrated in a few moments. Yes, Dr. G didn't always seem supportive, but none of those scenes were explosive. They didn't deliver that, "Oh wow, did you see that?" moment. Their tension felt uncomfortable, but not dramatic enough to carry the storyline. And when you're not giving fans chaos or cuteness, you end up somewhere in the middle, and the middle is dangerous in reality TV. Another sign that things weren't landing: the fan reaction. When a favorite cast member leaves a show, people get loud. Social media explodes, hashtags top up, petitions start, and viewers demand answers. But when Sweet Tea and Dr. G disappeared, the response was calm. A few people noticed, but there wasn't a huge uproar. That silence says a lot. People didn't feel a strong connection to them. They didn't build a big fan base. They didn't create an iconic moment that viewers would miss. And without that, the show doesn't lose anything by letting you walk away. Now imagine being a Bravo producer. You're looking at your cast and asking yourself the tough questions. Are they bringing entertainment? Are they fan favorites? Do they have a story that can last more than one season? Are they worth the screen time? For Sweet Tea and Dr. G, those answers were shaky. And when producers see that a cast member isn't delivering the content they need, they move on quickly. Spots on the cast are limited. Every season, new women want to join. So why keep someone who isn't creating impact? It's harsh, but that's how the business works. But here's where things get complicated. Maybe they weren't fired. Maybe they actually walked away. Because truthfully, their experience on the show wasn't easy. Quad's lingering presence put a shadow over their marriage that never faded. Sweet Tea didn't have strong friendships within the cast, which made every scene harder for her. Social media wasn't gentle either. People scrutinized everything she said and did. And on top of that, some viewers felt like Dr. G wasn't truly protecting Sweet Tea the way a husband should when the group or the audience turned up the pressure. So the couple might have looked at each other and said, "Why are we doing this?" Maybe the show was adding stress to a marriage that needed privacy. Maybe they realized staying would only make things worse. Sometimes quitting is about protecting peace, not running from drama. So did they quit? Were they pushed out? Was the decision mutual? We still don't have the full truth. But one thing is certain: something happened behind the scenes, something big enough that both of them stepped away without explaining anything. And the biggest question now is, will they ever reveal what really went down? Because sooner or later, someone always spills the truth. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more updates and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next upload.